Hello everybody and welcome. Today we have to try and overturn a 2-goal deficit in the UEFA Conference League, and that will be followed by a Premier League game where we need to win in order to secure the highest possible finish and a Champions League spot for next season. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode 18 of Where Eagles Dare as we manage Crystal Palace for the FM26 Beta Save. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games. Not as I think I mentioned at the end of the last episode, we've changed it very, very slightly. We have played the Bournemouth game offline, and we come back for the Conference League semi-final second leg, and then we face Everton in the Premier League match day 36. Let's have a quick look at the game against Bournemouth. Back to winning ways, finally. Both today's games are at home, so hopefully I'm not going to have to change shirts as it is. The game against Bournemouth, it was a bit of a topsy-turvy, really. Mateta getting us underway after 7 minutes. Kamada after 14. Mateta getting a second on 35. And we were all right until just before half-time. Ryan Christie getting one back for Bournemouth. It was 3-1 at half-time. And then it was Kluivert on 61, making it 3-2. Got a bit of squeaky bum time, but luckily we just a minute later got back the 2-goal lead. Nketiah scoring from a Lerma assist, and then on 82 minutes we made it safe and dandy 5-2. Ismail Assar from Mitchell, 53% of the possession, 22 shots, 12 on target, 2.60. They did very, very well, really. Had 47% of the possession. They only had 14 shots, and they only had 4 shots on target, but their XG was 2.32. So the fact that we sort of made sure they didn't get the shots on target was probably to our benefit. So that is how the game against Bournemouth went, which means that the league table looks like this. Going into today's matches, we are in third place. Top 4, of course, secure Champions League places. It's still there for the begging because Arsenal are in 5th place on 63. We are just goal difference between us, Manchester City and Newcastle, all on 64. So wins and losses could make a heck of a difference in there, as it is. Of course, we already know that Liverpool have run away with it and are champions, albeit they have drawn their last match, which was against Manchester United, a 3-3 draw. Manchester City also drawing their last match against their rivals, Everton. Yeah, all in all, there is a possibility there, but we need to just keep plugging away and get the results that we can. Everton are our opponents in this one. They haven't won in 5, drawn 2, lost 3. Maybe it's an opportunity to pick up another 3 points. We will have to wait and see, because first up on today's episode is the return match against Vallecano in the Conference League. There we are, Vallecano. If you remember from the last leg, we lost that one by 2-0. So we've got to overturn that 2-goal deficit at the start of this game. And we will be facing either Fiorentina or Salzburg in the final if we were to get past Vallecano. But Fiorentina in the ascendance there at the moment. They have a 4-1 lead and, of course, a home leg to come. So that is for sure. In fact, let's just go back and have a quick look at the first leg, just to recap it. There we go. that man Diaz was the pain in the proverbial. De Frutos also supplying him as well, and did very, very well. Having said all of that, though, we did have 19 shots and 11 on target against their 10 and 4. We just didn't take our chances, basically. And also Batella, Batatilia in their goal was on exceptional form. Let's hope he's not on form today, shall we? And here is the team that faces Vallecano in this UEFA Conference League semi-final. Second leg, a chance to go and play in the final. I'm not absolutely certain. We should have checked to see where the final was being played. Will it tell us if we go in here? The Red Bull Arena. That doesn't tell me a lot. Red Bull Arena, anybody? It usually tells you which country it's in. But anyway, that's where we'll be playing the final. If we can get there, but we need to overturn a 2-goal deficit first. Henderson is in goal. The defensive line is a familiar one. It's Mitchell, Gay, Lacroix and Manoir across the back there. Wharton and Lerma are in midfield today. Kamada moves out to the left wing. Sarr is in the 10 slot and Pino out on the right. It's Nketiah leading the attack up front. The bench then looks like this. It's Benitez, Guy, Richards, Uche, Canvot, Doucouré, Esse, Yarami, Mateta, Hughes, Kapora and Klein. And here we are back at Selhurst Park, playing our by now familiar formation, of course. They are playing a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder. Gumbo is their defensive midfielder. Camelo is their attacker. They have a 2-goal lead going into this one. And once again, it's raining. Teams come onto the pitch, and Vallecano playing in a white tops with a red sash. Did they play in a blue sash last time? I can't remember. As we line up, crowd in expectation, and Nketiah getting us underway for this one. Kamada. And it's first highlight and a big tackle going in there, but we lost the ball and won it back. Lerma, Nketiah, Lacroix. Just 10 minutes on the clock. We need to get a goal back fairly soon. Pino through to Sarr. Sarr cross it in the area and Nketiah puts it away. And we've halved the deficit on 10 minutes, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered. I don't know who the doctor is, but we definitely ordered it. They got arms up, and I'm hoping it's not going to be disallowed. I don't think it is. Sarr hopefully was onside. Batella couldn't beat him at their place, but we've managed to get one past him today so far. Let's hope it stays that way as they come forward. Camelo, Sis, he was a pain in the ass last time out, and then they're through again. We got to be careful. Ball it back, and Camelo gets the equaliser, and that was a short-lived lead. All too easy once again. And they were queuing up for it. A lot of the highlights have been down our half, which is a bit of a worry. Mitchell to Gay. Gay to Wharton. Gay, Wharton. Kamada goes outside to Mitchell. Kamada, Mitchell, Wharton, back Mitchell. Mitchell just doesn't want the ball. And I'm not sure if that was Sarr had a go at that. And this looks like a free kick. We have gone attacking to try and get this game back, but nothing's happened so far. And they get another goal now. We are in trouble. It's come back off the woodwork and they've scored. And we are in trouble. And 2-1 on the night. 4-1 on aggregate. And it's a mountain. A big mountain. I'm not sure there wasn't an offside when that ball came in, to be fair. I know it come back off the woodwork, but we didn't react quick enough, and Sis did. 2 minutes of added time at the end of this first half, and they've been better than us in that first half. They've had 8 shots, 4 on target against us, 6 and 2, 1.20 and 0.90. We're struggling. 65% of the possession, we can't even win the ball back. And you see, we had the early skirmishes, got that goal, heads up, but we then basically nosedived beyond that, and we just can't find a way to combat them, really. I'll have a look at half time, see if we can do something. No changes at half time. Camelo gets us underway, and the mountain is still there. It's not gone away at half time, and the highlight is going to continue. They score again, we are in trouble. Luckily, it's gone wide, and he was offside anyway. Attack obviously is broken down. De Frutos comes away with it. Diaz. And we've won the ball back. Mitchell. Gahey. It's a good game to win, as they say. Lacroix. Plays it forward to Pino. Pino round his man. Just needs to get this ball in. And it's gone wide. It's gone for a corner, in fact. And Batella, again, the man is stopping us. And with 65 minutes, we are going to make some changes. We're not, because we're going to get a highlight. But I was going to say we're going to get some changes because we're not finding our way through. Been much better in this second half, if you look at the stats. But we're just not getting the throughput. And they're obviously defending very well. Diaz on the ball now. He's danger man. That ball forward. Garcia. And there we go. Camelo scored again. And that is that. 5-1. On aggregate, 3-1 on the night. It is dead and buried. Referee's checking it, though. Hopefully it's offside. Disallowed. No, it's not. We was hopeful there. But, yeah, when that ball came in, he was level, I think. Right. Let's go and do the checks then. We don't want that at the minute. Kamada's had a poor day out there, really. So, and lots of yellow cards. Frustration creeping in, as we can see. Lerma's not also not played particularly well out there. So, right, we're going to move Walton back over there. We're going to take Lerma off, and we will bring on Decure. Oh, Gahey, he's not had a good day out there. Who do we bring on? Do we bring on Richards or Campbell? Let's bring Richards on. Even Monmoir. Kamada's definitely not had a good day, so we're going to take him off. And we'll bring on Yarami, and we're going to move Saar back into that middle bit. The only thing we need to do with Saar is change him to a second striker, which I think is his preferred position in there. And tracking, attacking. Oh no, I haven't said that. It does say that he's better as a splitting outlet. So we'll leave him as a splitting outlet thingy. Yarami on that left side. Okay. So I think for the minute, Mitchell isn't playing particularly well. Who can replace him? We are struggling, aren't we, as we've used Richards on that left side. So for the minute, we'll leave it at that, and we'll see if we can get back into this game. We may go ultra attacking. I need you to change the game for us, which has got a little bit of green whatever in there. And Batella, we've just one step too far. They've been a better side. They've got us, and they did the work in the first leg and just improved it in the second, really. Decure to Saar. who's back in that middle now. Pino. Back to Pino. Through to Sarr. Sarr takes a shot from distance, but it's off target. Manus. Manus is basically caught out there. Need to win this ball back. Well, didn't. Launches long one forward, but Wharton finds Richards. Richards comes forward. He's got Yarami there. Yarami's inside. Yarami has a go, pokes it, and the goalkeeper didn't get hold of that properly. We might now get a second chance, and the goalkeeper saves again. And that's been our problem. There's been a brick wall there. And with 83, let's have a look. I think it's everything and the kitchen sink now to throw at it. Right, we're going to take Mitchell off. We're going to bring on Canvot. And then we're going to swap these two over. Canvot can go into defence. Who else hasn't been performing? The crew hasn't been performing. Moi, definitely not. So maybe we'll take Moi off and bring on Guy. They are our changes, our 5 changes. Need to go out and really do a job now. I'd like to at least get level if we can today, and get a draw would be nice. We've got to score 2 goals in the last 7 minutes plus added time. Seems unlikely. And as we head into 90 minutes, it's 3 minutes of added time. 10 minutes altogether since those changes. Not made any change at all. It's all over. And we have lost 3-1 on the night. 5-1 on aggregate. Our European dream is over. We're not going to the Red Bull Stadium, wherever it may be in the world, or in Europe, come to that. We've been outdone. Nketiah looked like we might just get us going on 10 minutes. It was what we prescribed, and felt like we were on the right trajectory. But goals, 2 goals from Camillo and Cease as also. They were 2-1 up at half time and coasting it, really. We had a better second half, as I say, but really didn't do the business. 37% of the possession. They controlled the match. We had 18 shots, 8 on target, 2.17, a lot better than the first half. They had 10 shots, 6 on target, 1.72. But now it's just a case of concentrating on the Premier League and that Champions League spot for next season. And before we concentrate on our next game in the Premier League, let's just recap on today's happenings. As we know, we lost 3-1 to Vallecano, and Fiorentina have beaten Salzburg by 5-3, albeit they didn't win on the night. Salzburg given them a good run for the money. 2-1 winners on the night, albeit Fiorentina had made it 5-1 on aggregate after 55, but Ratkov on 84 and 90 just unsettled them very, very slightly, I would guess. But in the end, they didn't get through. So it's going to be Fiorentina and Vallecano in the final of the UEFA Conference League. Right, it's back to normal duties then. We have 3 days down to the game against Everton. We'll come back ahead of that with any news. So, in news, since you were last with us, Mateta has said that he wants to move on. So with the transfer window looming, that's a possibility that we will lose Mateta. We may have to do a bit of changing around in the summer. And the other news is one other, obviously, is a bug, I guess, is I've had a message in my inbox saying, hold a team meeting. The only problem is there's no button on the message to do a team meeting, and the only other place that you can do it is in the squad view, and at the very top it says hold a team meeting. That's greyed out. So SI, you got another problem to add to your other problems. We're playing on Sunday. Saturday games have gone like this. Arsenal have beaten West Ham by 3-0. Brighton 3, Wolves 0, Fulham 0, Bournemouth 1, Manchester City 2, Brentford 0, Spurs 1, Leeds 0, Sunderland 1, Manchester United 2. Sunderland are relegated to the Championship, and Liverpool beaten Chelsea by 3-2 to extend their lead at the top of the table. Today's matches, we're playing Everton and Nottingham Forest are playing Newcastle, which is important to us, of course, because they are just below us the table, then going in with our game still to play. We're not going to catch Manchester City, but we could overtake Arsenal if we will win today. We would go back up into third place. I think we've dropped down into fourth, but we would go back up into third place. So just changing positions with them, really. And of course, we need to get a result. And if Newcastle get a result, they'll be still tucked in behind us, dependent on goal difference, of course. 3 goals in difference there. As we said, Sunderland and Burnley already relegated, which means the bottom of the table there, Nottingham Forest, Manchester United and Wolves fighting it out for that third relegation space. Right, that's all the news and brought you up to date. Let's have a look at the team that will face Everton then in this Premier League match day 36. Match day 36 in the Premier League. Just 3 games left to play, including this one. And we are at home to Everton for this match. The team that will face Everton is a very familiar side. Henderson is in goal. It's Mitchell, Gay, Lacroix and Munoir, the defensive line. Kamada and Wharton in midfield. Nketiah is out on the left today. Uche in the 10 slot. Pino is out on the right. Mateta is leading the attack up front. And as I said in news, he is looking to possibly leave us in the summer, so this may be one of his last few games for us. The bench looking like this: Benitez, Guy, Richards, Sarr, Canvot, Doucouré, Esse, Yarami and Lerma. And here we are back at Selhurst Park, a 4-2-3-1 again today. And they are also playing a 4-2-3-1. They've made 4 changes from their last match. They're on a poor run of form. We're 4th and they are 11th on 47. As the teams come out onto the pitch, Everton playing in a creamy top tonight and blue shorts. And it's Barry getting the game underway for Everton. And our first highlight in this first half, it's a throw in by Munoir. He's thrown it in. Wharton, who's picked up a yellow card. Kamada! And Mateta set Kamada up. And we take a lead on 19 minutes. Throw in from Munoir. Wharton heading it on to Mateta. Mateta just basically teeing it up. And all Kamada had to do was fire it past Pickford. Henderson with a goal kick. It's a long ball. Headed down for Nketiah from Mateta. And that ball forward was a bit poor, but the ball's fallen to Mateta and Mateta's put it away. I thought we'd lost the opportunity there. But, yeah, Mitchell threw ball. Nketiah give up the chase. And the defender played it back inside. And Mateta just basically went for it and put it away. And we take a 2-goal lead on 43 minutes. Three minutes of added time at the end of this first half. And we are going to go in 2-0 up. They had the early skirmishes. But we did manage to get ourselves in front after 90 minutes from Kamada and Mateta, making it 2-0 on 43. Mateta being involved in both goals on this occasion. 57% of the possession. We've had 5 shots, 4 of which have been on target. 0.57. on the XG. They've had 43%. They've had 4 shots, nothing on target to date. 0.11 on the old XG. We've got a lead at half time, and we need to keep that up in the second half. And we get the second half underway. Mateta to Mitchell. And something we will have to be very careful of in this second half is we picked up a number of yellow cards in the first half, and we need to avoid anybody being sent off, especially with the final 2 games of the season and a Champions League place at stake, and that one going over the top. As we approach the hour mark, and Henderson with another goal kick, and it's a poor ball, and he's going to get caught out here. Barry gets one back, and that was from Alcaraz. Henderson's ball. Alcaraz handed it on, and the 2 defenders, and Barry very neatly sort of pulls it back. Henderson committed, and we've conceded again. Oh, and with 65 on the clock, I was going to go, it's raining. I think SI have a problem there, and they need to sort that out. It's something to do. I mean, at the end of the day, I'd rather it just be dull or whatever every time, as opposed to the rain. They need to set the mechanics, and I'd rather them fix other things as opposed to worrying about that, but just switch it off. Right, tactical change time, and Wharton's not having a good day in that midfield, and he's got a yellow card. We'll take him off, bring on Lerma. Manoir is also, I won't say he's having a bad time, but he's got a yellow card, and I think we'll take him off and bring on Guy. Do we make a final change in that back row? No, Lacroix isn't playing badly. Gay, he's gone off the ball, and we seem to have had a problem since he's gone off the ball. Richards will come on for Gay in that central defensive position. They are our 3 changes for the moment. Just wondering. He is playing as a wide forward. Right, okay. So the team talk is faith in you, get out there and make a difference. Guy is happy with that. Let's get back underway. Nketiah coming deep. Mitchell through to Kamada. Nketiah now. We come forward. Nketiah drops his shoulder. He's inside to Mitchell. Mitchell weaving in and out there. Crosses the ball in, and we've given the ball away. And Barry has got through again. This time Henderson did narrow the angle and managed to push it wide. Nketiah cutting that ball out. Mateta. Nketiah all very tight. Nketiah has Mitchell there in support. Mitchell, he's gone down a bit of a blind alley. Richards, who's come on in place of Gay. Mitchell, get that ball into the box. Crosses in, and it's headed wide by Pino. They have a free kick. And Henderson was grasping thin air there. And with 82 minutes on the clock, we are going to have a look at... Richards has picked up a yellow card now as well. Final 2 changes. Pino, he's not playing particularly well out there. I think we'll bring Sarr on for him on this right side. Sarr's preferred position, a wide forward. Apparently, a winger out of possession. Okay. And our final change. Uche's not had a good day out there either. Do we put Nketiah in there and Right, let's do a little bit of shifting around here. And Ketia can go in behind Mateta. And then what we'll do is SA can come on for Uche on that right side. They are all our changes. Let's go out. Make an impact in the time remaining. We could do with another goal just to make it a little bit more comfortable. SA, who's come on. Guy, who's also come on. He's lost that ball. Danger ensues. Alcaraz, but it's cut out this time. Nketiah forward. Mateta never going to get there. But Mateta may get a second chance. Mateta weaving in and out. Swings it on. SA's headed it, and it's somehow between the defenders and Pickford and the woodwork, it stayed out. But Mitchell will get a throw in. Kamada cuts that back. Kamada finds Lacroix. Lacroix to Guy. Guy just needs to get this ball into the box. Guy crosses it in, and it's Ismail Assar who's come on and has got that second goal, or his our third goal, and the sort of 2-goal cushion that we were on about. Lovely ball hung up, and Ismail Assar into the ground, beating Pickford 3-1, and I think that with it is the result. As we hit the 90-minute mark, we will find out how long we've got. Lerma is on the ball, goes out wide to Guy. 6 minutes of added time. That's a lot of time. SA into the area. It's weaving around and about there. It's out to Guy. Guy, he's found a bit of space. SA into the area. It's block shot. Mitchell cross it back in. Kamada, it's not dead yet. SA, and he was offside. It's all over. It's a 3-1 win, and probably made that look a bit more comfortable than it was. They had 3 shots on target in the end, 14 shots in total, 48% of the possession against our 52, 12 and 9, 1.82 on the XG against their 1.19. They had a bulk of that second half and were really tails up in that game and could have given us a lot more trouble than we actually had from them. Alcaraz and Barry, the 2 players that were giving us the big trouble, but the goal from Barry in the end, no more than a consolation. Kamada, Mateta and Sarr, the scorers on this occasion, and well, we've managed to put another 3 points in the bank. The bad news is Newcastle have won as well. Well, with Kamada picking up a slight knock towards the end of that game. He's only going to be out for a day. It's a little knock. It's no problem. Mateta picking up Player of the Week. We have done okay, and we've also qualified for at least the Europa League next season. So that's good news in as much as that. Our 3-1 win against Everton. Newcastle, as I said, they beat Nottingham Forest. Vicente after 5 minutes for Newcastle. So the table at the end of today's episode looks like this. Liverpool champions, still winning, still doing the business, 91 points on top. Manchester City are second on 67. We are third on 67. We have a 4-goal difference now over Newcastle, but that's only ever as good if we keep winning. Arsenal are in 5th on 66, still just a point behind us, and then there's a 6-point gap with 2 games to play. We can't really be caught by Chelsea, so hence why we have guaranteed at least a Europa place. As it stands, the worst we can finish is 5th, but we want to finish higher than that, and all the teams at the top here are just seem to be winning at the moment, so it's just a case of keeping that going and keeping the momentum going into the final 2 games of the season, which is what we will come back and do in no games in between. We're going to come back for those final 2 games to see where we finish in this particular season. Brentford away, and then it will be Arsenal at Selhurst Park for the final game of the season. So I hope that you can join me for that. It would be a rather splendid if you did. But before we do all of that, because this is Christmas Eve, normally this would go out on a Thursday. We're putting it on Christmas Eve because I guess you'd be too busy tomorrow to watch it. So a big thank you very much for everybody who supported the channel to date from FM26. I know there's been a lot of noise about how poor the game is and all the rest of it. And we know that there is bugs galore still in there. SI, I appreciate SI are trying to fix a lot of them, but you know, it's still a long way to go. And every time they fix something, mend something, put something in that wasn't in there before, they seem to break something else. The rain being one of those things. But I'd just like to thank everybody who supported me so far on our FM26 trail and all the rest of it, and supported this series and our other series. And I'd like to wish you all a very, very happy Christmas. And of course, I hope that you will continue to watch our videos. Don't forget though, if you have enjoyed today's video, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. It's an early Christmas present for me. Thank you very much. And of course, it will let you know when future episodes of Where Eagles Dare are released. And new episodes of Where Eagles Dare released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. There is something I need to tell you about that in a moment. But the best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on the channel is follow me on X at JustOffside2. Next Thursday, being New Year's Day, there will not be any episode. The final two games will be out on Monday's episode, and then we will have a little bit of a break, and we'll be back the Monday after with a transfer end of season review, transfer special, and then we will go into the second season with Crystal Palace, see if we can do better than this season, and that will be our final season of the Beta Save, and we will come up possibly with another save beyond that. If you've got any suggestions of what you'd like to see me do next, leave it in the comments down below. Thank you very much. Have yourselves a great Christmas and with your family and all the rest of it. Thank you for watching so far this year, especially on the FM26 videos. And I hope to see you the other side of Christmas on Monday. Hopefully you'll have sort of settled down with the food and the turkey and all the rest of it. But anyway, thank you very much and see you next time. Goodbye.